All right, you can do 10 things to like the first degree, like this right here, and that's how well you'll do all 10 things. Or you can do one thing to the 10th degree right there, and look how much better you do that. So when it comes to focus, to put all of your energy into one thing is to do that one thing really well, to the best of your abilities, to take it all the way. And to scatter yourself means you're never actually accomplishing anything. You're just sort of chipping away at a bunch of nothingness. And this
Whoa, that was a weird dream. So I've been thinking about what Dream Casey Neistat had to say about focus, and I don't think I agree with him. I think you can accomplish a lot without being hyper-focused on just one thing. Sure, he's super successful and I'm not, which is a pretty good indicator that he's probably right and I'm not, but
Is it on?
it's so bad quality.
That's the best though.
Focus, 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 focus. Alright, Zach, you gotta focus. One of my favorite parts of Animal Crossing is the museum. It's a very meditative and calming kind of space that also delivers a great sense of accomplishment because you can walk around and see all of the things that you spent time collecting. Does this amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world? No. But I do think it's important to take time and focus on the little moments of zen in our day-to-day lives. Like these ants trying to escape. Or this punk-ass piranha that tries to bite you through the glass. Or even maybe this late-night beetle fight club.
Working jobs we hate, so we can buy shit we don't.
And sure, maybe I don't play that consistently, and that's why my art exhibit will remain mostly empty, but I don't think that has anything to do with my foot. So for these guys, I forgot to do a before picture. You're just gonna have to trust me that they're bog skeletons, so they're gonna be coming out of the swamp, and we're gonna paint them as such. So the first thing you wanna do, mix up a bone color. I tried two, this one seems to be the best, because it's bone colored. Then you take some of this brown and you paint over where the leather is and where the metal is, sort of as a base coat for the metal. What you mix up here, it looks like a rusty copper because they're coming out of the swamps. And then you mix up this swamp wash. It's just some green and brown and black mixed together, watered down. Look at that. And then you basically just lather them up, put it all over them, makes it look like they're coming right out of the swamps. And boom, there you go. Bog skeletons.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Okay, so maybe I got a little distracted there, and maybe I have too many hobbies. But there are just so many things that I want to do. When I see somebody else doing a fun hobby, I want to also do that hobby, which I think is fine. I can still be greatly successful if I, spend all of my time doing the hobby and no time partying.
All right, you're losing your privilege. You're losing your privilege. Woo! You can.
10 out of 10. That's great.
And if you're, oh,
I didn't even push him. I really didn't even push him.
He jumped.
He totally.
Come on, that footage is so old. I would never go to a party during coronavirus. I'm not some monster. Okay, yes, there is a lot on my plate, but that doesn't mean I'm not accomplishing. Oh, I get it. This one is about work. It's hard for me to make time for projects when I'm working all the time. And there are just so many exhausting and dumb things like this guy.
Mark Watney. Space pirate.
Shut the fuck up, you stupid Mars man. I hate you and your stupid suit. Oh god, a grip brought a gun. I'm taking the camera truck. You can't stop me. Take that, you fascist pig. Okay, that might have gotten a little out of hand, but I just need to get back to the production office. Okay, now we want to be extra careful here because this part takes great precision. Not all production assistants can do what I'm about. Okay, came in a little hot there. Gonna circle around. As I was saying, my job is very. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, no more funny business. I can't be late with this blue bottle again, or. Alright, yeah, fine. Work is exhausting. But I'm actually really good at time management and haven't let any projects slip through the cracks. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the hospital. I have a bullet hole in my arm. Hold that, please. What floor? Lobby. Hey, aren't you Zach Stoner? Yep, I am, yeah. Man, I loved your last project where you painted toys. Thanks. Look, I don't like to do this, but I'm a nondescript, big-time Hollywood executive, and I would love to hear what your next project is.
Elevator pitch.
Oh, okay, well, so I'm working on a screenplay. Shocking. And the premise is these two guys go to this huge coastal music festival, and the headliner, she goes missing, and so they have to find her. And along the way, they interact with like ritzy influencers, and there's political corruption and a cult, and this huge, ancient, evil cosmic horror that lives deep beneath the ocean. So like, on the macro, it's about trying to keep this music festival from getting completely annihilated. But then on the micro, it's about coming to terms with the fact that most people in your life are, at the end of the day, sort of indifferent towards you. Not exactly high concept, is it? It's not Jaws, no, but... Well, look, maybe send it my way, you know, let me read it, see what I think. Well, it's not totally done yet. How long have you been working on it? Like... all of 2020? Haven't you just spent most of the year sitting inside? Well, see, I played like 300 hours of Animal Crossing. And I learned how to paint monsters. And I created this whole world for a Dungeons & Dragons campaign that, well, I technically didn't end up running. Okay, so I'm kind of like that evil doctor in Jimmy Neutron that can never finish anything. Professor Calamitous. Yeah, just chipping away at a bunch of nothingness. Maybe Casey's right. Maybe I do need to narrow my... This is a really slow elevator instead of just doing a bunch of little things. You know, like, were we on the 500th floor? Look, the way that I see it, you know, man to man here, I think you can do as many projects as you want. You just can't half-ass any of them. You've got to give them all 100%. You know, you got to see them all to completion. And the minute you start slacking, I think then you need to refocus. Then you need to reevaluate. You know, maybe cut back on some things until you tune it in. But that's just me. Deuces. Well, that is a really good point. I didn't get his information though. Is this a sketch? So, what's the point of all of this? Well, I think it's that if you want to have 12 million subscribers on YouTube, then you have to focus exclusively on YouTube. Like, you can't do anything else. But for the rest of us normal people, you can focus on as many things as you want. Try all the things. You just have to give them your all while you're doing them. And as long as it's adding something meaningful to your life, then you're not just chipping away at a bunch of nothingness. You're accomplishing the greatest task of all, living. Is that corny? Maybe a little corny? Well, I don't give a fuck.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm...
Finbar Calamitous, the guy who could never finish anything.
Well, aren't we the smart one?